Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic, check, miggity check. This is a mic check. Oh shit. My mic is not cooperating. Check. Hey Teddy. He just comes up to say hi before the beginning of the show. Wish us luck. That's good to know we got support. Right? Hey buddy. Yeah, we got support out there. Not only from the dogs. I'm pretty sure we got people. But that's in a bit. Oh, man. I guess while we're waiting for some more people to come, I am going to play last week's review. Here it goes.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Stardew Valley. A massive world that's based on community, growth, and really, whatever you really want to do. In this world, you live in a town where the community works together to make a little economy. The town seems to be struggling, and you can make it more prosperous in so many ways. Here are a few. One of the most basic ways is to make money by farming. Not all crops grow in all seasons, and it is very time-consuming, especially when looking for crops that bring in the best yield. Casting in for some quick cash is fishing, of course. And trust me, you will be doing a lot of fishing. For reals. Fish pun. Bring a friend, but most importantly, bring a lunch. The cave can be winding and filled with peril, but it is the best place to get minerals, equipment, and upgrades. Animals are another great way to get cash. They give you items that you can either sell as standalone items or craft into better graded items for more money. This is an expensive route to go, but pays off in spades. Get recipes from TV and friends, and you can create marvelous confections to sell and use for money and perks. You can also customize how your farm and the town looks, along with a few color options. There's a massive amount of decor to post all over the place. There are shops with assorted items that are useful and decorative alike. They also have a time schedule, so you have to plan your days out a bit. The town gathers for many events every year. Having it and checking your calendar plus notes in the mail will tell you what's going on. There's normally some kind of reward for most of the events, but not always. There are quite a bit of people in this town. You have the ability to make them all your friend. By giving them gifts and remembering their birthdays, you can sway them to like you, so much so, you can get married and have children. Stardew Valley is what you put into it. With the ability to choose how you play, how you make money, it is no wonder it was a must-have in my collection. I hope that you enjoyed this. For Stardew Valley and more, go to twitch.tv/shopsclosed.
Yeah, a little thing that I did last week. We got another one going on this week for another game. I also did Darkest Dungeon, which is another 3-minute one I did. Hi, Landon. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, thank you, Josh, for joining us as well. That's right, I can see you out there. You should still put some stuff in the comments because it builds up our awesomeness. Brings up our awesomeness of what happens in the world. Last week we did something technology. What was it? Lost technology. I thought lost the technology that I forgot about.
Lost the memory. Lost technology.
And that's how a lot of that stuff got. Actually, it was a very interesting episode. Had a lot of fun with it. You definitely should go check it out. It's on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/shopsclosed. Getting it right this time. It's in our videos, and it's in there as a rerun for our September stuff. We have all of our September things set up in there, and we also have August in there too. We have a lot of we have a whole thing. We have a catalog, I guess I should say. Let me
Repertoire.
a catalog of things that we have.
Repertoire better.
Like a catalog, I believe, is what I was trying to get at.
Catalog made out of t-shirt.
Oh, you know what I really want to get at? I really want to tell you people about this. You got a lot of neat things there, actually, that you're planning on doing. But yeah, shopsclosed.live. Check that out. Help us out. Donate to the cause or subscribe to our Twitch channel. Help us out there. Also, giving us donations and buying merchandise, actually, is a way that you can get something out of giving us donations. We have shirts that are on sale, and then we have shirts that are not on sale. The ones that are not on sale are the ones that actually we make more money off of, and that helps support the show. All the money that we get from this all goes back to the show. None of it goes into our pockets. So just remember that.
We don't have pockets.
I'm like a lady in this century. Apparently, they just didn't believe that we should have pockets.
You get the line for the pocket. That's all you can afford. It's to make it look like you have a pocket.
Actually, kind of upsetting to know that ladies don't get pockets. To be honest,
you know what they should have done? They should have supported Jinko.
Josh already gone.
They should have supported Jinko.
They should have supported Jinko. You think that that's where the world went wrong?
You could put a 3-liter soda in a pocket. Can any other pocket claim these things?
No. You're fucking spot on with that too, by the way. But the other episodes that we did in September were what did we fucking do? We did Inventions, which was really fun to do, and we also did Zombie Apocalypse. I do highly suggest going back and checking out some of those things, just because they were fun to do, and I'd like to think that I don't just do them for myself because I watch my own videos.
I'm so damn handsome and funny. Look at me up there.
I'm so lonely. Be my friend. Follow me on Twitch, please.
Here's my handle. Wink.
Wink. But for cereal.
Super cereal.
Well, dude, we got like 5 minutes left in this fucking pre-show, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means, right? I really don't know what that means.
We're going to play Heads Up, 7 Up?
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, put your head down.
Okay.
Put your thumb up.
Thumbs up, waiting for the random person.
Okay, now, no, just wait there. Okay, now we're going to play a game. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
It's called Heads Up, 7 Up. You already know what we're playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed.
I can't see.
And I got 5 other people coming into the room.
Okay.
And they're all putting their heads down next to you for some reason. I don't know why they're putting.
That's not how the game works.
Stop. like, you don't got to pile on top of you guys. Like, no, seriously, get off. No, seriously.
No.
Oh, you want this?
No, this is all right.
Okay. So now someone. My head's down too. No, wait. Or am I just being? I'm observing this time. Fuck. How does this game work again?
Where's my thumbs up? Where do I put my thumb again? I forget.
Hold on. I think the other guy behind you knows how to do that thumb.
Oh, he's doing something.
Doing the last man on earth for followers. Please, anyone? I want to be. I'm so lonely. I hope I don't do this for myself. Oh, by the way, we're done playing Heads Up, 7 Up. You guys can go away. Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Pay you later.
Yeah, I'm not paying them. Don't tell them that.
Oh, we're not paying.
Fuck. God damn it. That's how it always goes. You never say it. That way you're not legally Okay. Remember, we are also sponsored by TAVOUR. TAVOUR is a app that you can get on your Apple and or Android, and you can go ahead and get craft beers from all over the country sent directly to your door.
We have had our past show at the beginning of the month. Actually, this whole month is presented to you by Peanut Butter, the peanut butter beer that we got from this very app. Go ahead and use the promo code ShopsClosed to get $10 back after spending $25. And that's a good amount of beer. And these aren't little beers, man. They don't give you like the
They're
tiny...
like the tall boys.
Yeah, man, they're tall boys. And it's definitely, they tell you everything from like where it's from to the awards that it's won to the alcohol content to all kinds of, like the taste, like all kinds of stuff. It's crazy the amount of information they have on here. Yeah, just remember, check out TAVOUR. They're very, very kind to be part of our podcast.
The beer scientists are booming now.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of them. Oh, fuck. I just remembered.
Fudge Monkey?
I forgot to get the hat ready.
What did you do? Look at you, Mike. How could you be so prepared out of nowhere? I would not have expected this. This is just beyond far mind-boggling. How would I know if you filed those under taxes or receipts, Mike?
Stop it. You're not incriminating me anymore.
It's all being recorded, Mike.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, the camera's on. Darn it.
The camera's not on. Hey, kitty. Did you take my slips? I forgot. I lost our slips for next month's topics. Maybe if we get enough people who are watching tonight, we can get some people to give us some topics for next month. How many Mondays are next month?
How many Mondays are there?
Yeah, how many Mondays are there?
I think there's infinite.
They call me Mr. Mondays now.
Are we talking about alternate dimension?
Oh my God, we got 2 minutes. You're not helping me. You're not helping me. I don't like you anymore. Like, I tried to play Heads Up 7 Up because that was the game that you wanted to play. I said I tried. I said I tried. We got four topics that we got to get by the end of this show. So
4 topics. That shouldn't be too hard.
Let's see if
I make one, you make one, the crowd makes 2.
I ain't making nothing.
That's a fair thing. We make 2, they make 2, all right? It's not asking too much.
It might be. Oop, if I could spell month, damn it. Sheesh.
Why does English so hard?
I just missed an H on it, and I don't want to put that throughout the show. Hi, kitty.
Oh, that cat sure does love you. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clack, clack. I'm also typing on computer. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack.
I gotta put a few things on here before I start doing stuff. Bronson.
What says
Like
that?
this.
Says
Give
the
us some
happy-
topics for next month. Comment in chat. Huh? Or donate to the show. Shopsclosed.live. And that way I can put those throughout the whole show. But please keep on commenting. Because the show is about to start.
Oh, we got
And you
one.
know what that means?
We
I gotta
got
get.
one, boys.
Oh god, we gotta
Reel her in, Mike.
put. Oh, you talking about the cat?
No, it's the comment.
Oh, comment. We got a comment. Hold on.
Reel it in.
Well, it's almost the beginning of the show. We don't have to wait.
Reel it in.
Oh god.
Get it.
Food throughout history. Ooh, that's a good one. Crypto. I think, did we do crypto yet? No, we didn't do crypto
No.
yet. Oh, Keely, by the way, welcome.
We
We
did
are live.
cryptology.
We are live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Yeah, this is going to be what's going to happen, I guess. This is what's going on. In the podcast community, people go all over the... wait, you want to do this? Can you read it? No? Okay. In the podcast community, people go all over the world to gather knowledge and entertainment. The opinions and topics on this show are considered especially heinous. In the Midwest, a group is here to give you these outrageous... Wow, I did that last week, too. Outrageous and ridiculous way of talking. Outtakes. That's right, not just takes. Outtakes on the world at large. This elite squad is called Shopsclosedpodcast, and Mike has to learn how to read.
Your help. Advance for your all of these snakes. All these so-called contributors are all take. No beach, no speedo, no seagull. Casino night player, no dice, no keno, no whammy. Better beware the cooler. I think that it's time to introduce the sharks and hustlers to the big bad barracuda. Fuck it, there ain't no time for waiting. Fuck it, there ain't no hibernating. Swine isn't allowed inside of a cipher. Fuck it, fry the bacon. This little piggy's gonna get smoked like a ciggy. The city is so lit up, I promise, kid, it ain't nothing free.
Oh, did I accidentally hit something?
Did you accidentally hit something?
Some bitch. No, I didn't. I think we're ready here. Hey.
Howdy.
Welcome to another episode of Shopsclosedpodcast, the podcast where we talk about things and things. But mostly things and stuff. Switch the camera a little bit, just trying to shift it a little bit to the right so Bronson's out of the camera. Get out of here. I gave him my chair so he'd leave me alone.
Get used to it. It's so comfortable.
Looking a little slim on the people. Yeah, we're keeping it real tight lately. We got you mean like the absence of Brian? Yeah, Brian is.
We got soda instead.
Yeah, it's almost better. Almost.
It fills the void temporarily.
Brian is still like indisposed of right now. We're keeping it
He
real
got stuck
secret.
in a toilet, say a couple of days ago, maybe.
It got real gross. Like,
He got the poo on him.
it's more than just the poo, 'cause they were like recently cleaning his toilets and stuff. A lot of like, so like you've seen Vegas Vacation. I think it was what was the one where I think it was Vegas Vacation where he like gets all that blue shit on him.
Oh,
Like a lot of
airplane.
blue,
It's an
a lot of
airplane.
blue, but it's not just airplanes. Like someone was using some advanced airplane cleaners in his house. is what it
Whoa.
was. Okay, he lives in an airplane.
He's a plane guy. He's a plane gremlin or a plane guy?
The weight loss is going great. Hey, thanks, buddy. Oh, I see what you did there. You played with the slim thing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's a slimming.
It's a fish-eyed lens, so it makes me probably look way bigger than I actually am. Like I'm actually like this. Like it looks bigger on here, but I'm like this big.
It bulks you up a little bit.
Yeah, like think of a pin. Dougie. Oh yeah, I forgot. Key Rock's got that sub gift that we gave out at the beginning of the month, which we're gonna be doing again at the beginning of this next month. I'm gonna be gifting out at least 2 subs at the beginning of this next month. So if you want to be one of those people to get those, all you have to do is show up on the show the next Monday and just put a comment in, I guess.
Oh, just be there.
Yeah.
We might even just snipe you out of the crowd without even noticing.
But I guess I've been going on for a while. My name is Mike J. Sursage. We also got Bronson here. I don't even let you talk anymore. Like that. Yeah, we got Bronson. This is really what I've been. I'm trying to get rid of Brian, and I'm trying to get someone who's really docile, so I can just really walk all over him. Because
Would you
Brian,
like me to play the strings?
as he like tears down everything I ever loved. Anyways, hi. We got some fun stuff going on today. It's something that is a weird topic for me because I have never wanted to go, nor have ever really thought about going to this place. Let alone like learn history about it and like giving us those topics and helping us out with that stuff actually is amazing because like I'm learning stuff that I never would have known if I didn't.
I'm still learning stuff that I
but-
did a little research.
I guess without further duties. That's right, we're talking about Disney World. Disney World is a place in Orlando, Florida.
The dream of every young children, apparently. By social
Well,
media.
it definitely was something that was like put out in the media like a lot. Like, I think it was where you going? Like, hey, you just won the Super Bowl. Where you going? I'm going to Disney World, and
You're
everyone.
like 45.
And I'm even not even just that, just being like, wait. You just experienced like the best thing that you're ever gonna feel in your life, and you're like, I want to keep this high going, baby, going to Disney World. But with further look into like Disney World, I am starting to see kind of the attraction. It's not just about like amusement rides. It's a lot more. I was really surprised.
It's like walking into like a whole state that's just belongs to somebody else.
Yeah.
They just really want to entertain you for your money.
It's not just like they took so much from other cultures and brought it into the United States in Orlando, Florida. I'm guessing the land had to be cheap or something like that.
Well, look at how much land that was getting.
Well,
they were buying so many properties.
He was secretly buying properties, by the way. Walt Disney secretly bought properties.
Well, if you let people know you're going to build like a 200,000 million acre project, it's probably going to get out on the radar. People are going to up the prices.
Oops, got one here. Disney is fun and extremely. Oh yeah. I can see it now. Like I did not see it before. Like before I started reading this stuff. Like I agree. Like Disney could be incredible. Like not even if you go on any rides or anything like that. Just incredible.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of artists that just.
It was all swamp originally. It was more than just swamp. But yeah, it was mostly swamp.
There's farmland.
Like the fun thing about Disney that actually opened in 1955 of July, I believe July 17th was the actual opening of it.
Shortly after the 4th of July.
And they actually, I think that's why they did the fireworks. No, it was like the most massive private contract of its time. Like no one thought that was going to be something that people would do. They quite literally dug the ground out for like where all this water stuff was going to be.
We want a lake there, and we want it this big and this deep.
And then they ended up building up from the ground to make, which sounds like from the ground up, going Drake style, I guess. But no, but for real, like they built up and just kept on, and not tall enough, by the way, to like have to like that castle is just under the restriction to have a light on it, so fucking planes don't hit it. Like that's how it is. Like they literally took it. They're like, okay, let's get right to the sea level that we're allowed to be at, and go to almost the exact top of it, and we're gonna build. Let's just build. And it's like I think it's like 3 levels plus. I think obviously the castle's like 6 or 7 or something. It has to be a lot more than that.
It's big.
I know for a fact that like a lot of it is like perspective.
It's all hollow. It's all like structural. It's not all inhabitable.
But a lot of it's like crazy. Like they put things inside of things.
Yeah.
Like they're just it seems absolutely nuts. And to think that this was originally a concept that Walt Disney wanted to make for a thing called the Epcot Center, which was supposed to be like the society, think of a gated community where a company owns your house and you work for the company.
Yeah, it's like, here's your house, you work down the street here at Disney.
Yeah, I wonder if you would get free rent or if you'd still have to pay rent. That'd be like the weirdest monopoly of the world.
Well, as long as you probably
get paid in Disney bucks.
You would probably get free rent, and then you would get a set pay that was lower than what you would have normally.
Speaking of workers, the weirdest thing I found was that they call their workers cast members.
Yeah, because, they have to all be able to afford.
But seriously, like, I guess on a fucking, like, a piece of paper, it would look like, oh, you're a cast member at Disney? Holy fuck.
Did you know that janitors have to be at least semi-artists? They have to at least be able to draw.
I don't think that's true at all.
That is true.
I don't know.
Because they draw with the water on the ground. You've seen them. It's crazy.
Oh.
Videos.
You think that that's like a prerequisite for all of them?
You gotta have a skill. You gotta do something to impress the boss. You don't just walk into Disneyland and be like, let me mop your floor. You gotta earn the ability to mop Disneyland's floor.
Oh my god. Speaking of Disneyland's floors, they actually have like weird like things that always go with like the theme of the part of the park that you're in, which is really weird because it like changes colors, changes all this stuff. Like a lot of like I've been cramming shit, like just watching. Like they have like LED lights that not LED lights. What are those fucking
The
things?
fiber optic.
Optic lights that actually light up when you
in the
walk,
cement. They, like,
which is pretty
embedded
cool.
into
That's
cement.
pretty fucking
So
cool.
like you light up the ground and stuff like that.
But they also have like these giant light shows that actually light up the entire park, and I think that's like every day at a certain time or every like week at a certain time. They make it it's like the weirdest thing. It's like almost like they're trying to put this weird illusion throughout everything, where like they have an underground tunnel throughout the majority of the park, not the entire thing, where like the people, the cast members, or the people who are up there actually use that to go around so they don't break the illusion. So you don't see like a pirate in the Princess Land. I know those aren't either
Or
places
like a guy
in Disney.
shuffling food on a cart somewhere. You don't see that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too, Landon. He did that research where he found like the longest someone will walk is about 30 steps before people will drop it. So like he has garbage. His plan was to have garbage cans every 30 steps. That's a true fucking fact of Disney World. That he
I will only hold this rubbish
Another-
for 24 more steps.
Another fun little thing that goes along with that is that with the Janders as well is that they also do not sell gum anywhere.
It's banned.
Anywhere. It's not banned. You can bring it from home, but there is no gum anywhere sold in Disney. It's not a thing.
Yeah, 'cause it's terrible. It's just rubber.
Gum's okay. Gum's rubber.
Gum's rubber.
You're rubber. I'm glue.
Whatever I say bounces off
Yep.
me and sticks to you.
Dang right.
Fucked it off myself.
Yeah, the gum thing is kind of neat. Just like ghost stories and stuff I'm not going to get into on this. But I did think that it was kind of crazy that they actually dug out land to put on top of land to make it so it was just like they could build like multiple levels. Like they built those tunnels and then they built something else on top. And then they built the rest of the park on top of those tunnels. And then they built the castle thing on the third floor. And that's crazy to me, especially with how big it is.
Yeah.
And the
You
whole
want it to look magical, you gotta have infrastructure.
and it is magical. It's all about like it's all like optical illusions to make it look like bigger and more imposing. They also have this thing called like green paint or something, like green away or something like that. It's a paint that they paint anything that's kind of out of character for the park or the part of the park that you're in. And it's like a mix between a gray and a green, and it doesn't take it out of the picture, but it like makes it like it's like optically more pleasing because you don't notice it as much.
Okay.
It's really weird because they do it all over their park apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, like
So it just fades out the like sewage caps and stuff like that.
oh, gum is gross. Come on, Keely. You don't gotta be playing me like that. You don't gotta play me like that. We got never mosquito for many reasons.
Even though they're in the middle of a swamp in Florida.
Actually, I'd be curious to know why that's a thing.
They have a taser wall, 20 feet high, all around.
They do not, do they?
No, if not, they do have.
They fucking throw facts at me like they're real facts.
No, if not, they probably poison like the area around.
Poison
it.
the water hole.
Or they got like those freaking like laser guided like mosquito shooter devices. Just shoots bugs right out of the sky with lasers.
They hired the person or the people that helped build the Panama Canal. Oh. Neat. The construction of this place took like decades to do almost. It didn't, not really. It was actually really quick. But it would have been, think of this. It probably would have been 3 times as massive if the U.S. didn't have that gas crisis in like the 70s, I believe it was. Like, cause it seriously, like they had like 5 hotels that they were gonna be making, and they were all like one was like Budapest themed, one was Thailand themed, one was. They looked fucking gorgeous, and if they would have made something like that, I would actually seen myself be more like, yeah, I'd go there to see all these wonders of the world, just to see what they look like. That's just fucking cool. Oh yeah, we got more. No. Nope, we're still good. Let's see here. My random notes that I took here.
Checking over them 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
kind of cool. Also, like another fun fact that I found is that like they all the American flags except for like one of them in the park are all fake.
What does that mean?
Like they all are missing like one star or like one stripe.
Maybe they're just
Because
outdated.
they do that so they can keep them up all the time.
I thought
Because
it
they're
was-
technically a pendant.
I
At
thought
that
that was just
time.
because they were like outdated. Like, yeah, that was before we had
No.
Hawaii.
Every-
We didn't have Hawaii then.
No, all their flags. I thought that was kind of neat too. Like, because there's it's a federal law to not be able to have your flags. You have to hang them at a certain.
Well, you would have to take a lot of flags down.
And they wanted to keep it up so like every time you go to Disney World, it was the same
It
experience.
looks like America.
Yeah. And they had like the colonial part in there and stuff like that. They had like all the weirdest fucking parts in that fucking shit. Is there another one? Hey.
There's another couple.
What was this? The last time I was at Disney World, a kid got 8. Wow.
See, anything can happen at Disney World. Your dreams.
Were you
come
there? If you were there, you should have recorded. Sent it to his family and been like, I'm sorry for your loss.
But look how many likes it got.
But it got a lot of likes.
So many views.
They also have something called smellitizers, which is a weird
No,
sounds like it sounds like a Willy Wonka
No,
kind of
it's
thing.
it's a true thing that it works. You make somebody smell something, you can control them psychologically.
And what they would do is they would like make certain parts of the park smell like certain things, like seawater or cinnamon or like just different things that if you were in the food court, they would have like all these.
Funnel cake.
That's fucking crazy, man. Like they really tried to like drive in sales like that. I like how he was concerned too because of he's like everyone like I'm only getting 5% of people at my other park. I'm gonna move it to Florida. Oh, all the flagpoles are also lightning rods, by the way.
Well, to save the people, of course.
That's what it is.
There's a lot of open brackets with bolts on it. Very conductive.
They also it's another weird thing that I found. Oh wait, we got something here. They added appealing design smells to the area, sea salt and water areas, vanilla and cinnamon cookies. Yep, it was very. Actually, I wish I had some of those in my house.
Disney
The sea air.
It smells like shellfish
Smells
and
like
seagull
shellfish.
crab.
Glad I'm home. Feels like home. Feels good. It feels good.
I quite enjoy.
Walt Disney had like the weirdest like ambitions with this whole project.
Well, it's like almost like he had like a bottomless pit of money. It's just like, well, I don't want to leave this for anyone, so let's buy everything. Buy it all and make it all. Do it all.
Dude. And then like the world of tomorrow, the Epcap thing that he was trying to do was adventurous. And
It was
like
almost like a super cult.
it kind of feels like it's a super cult.
It's so powerful it couldn't be perceived as a cult.
I think that it's kind of weird. Speaking of like hush hush stuff, they have like the speakeasy thing that goes. Apparently, there's a speakeasy that's at Disney. Every Disney World, there's a speakeasy called Club 33, and apparently it takes like up to 4 years to get in and like $40,000.
To have a drink in a secret room in Disneyland.
It's for only the creme de la creme. At least that's what I was told.
That's where all the booty clapping happens.
I can make my butt shake. I don't know.
Make
That
it
works.
quake?
Make that butt quake. It's the butt quake shake. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
You know that.
You know. Another weird thing that like most people when they go to Disney World, they actually look into the waters and they think it's like dirty and gross because it's almost always black.
Yeah.
Apparently, they put dyes into their waters to like hide the like animatronics of like the sharks.
Oh, so you
And
can't
like
see the
and none of the boats apparently that go down any of those canals are actually run by anyone. They're all on tracks.
Yeah.
And so it hides the tracks. And that's that's a weird little fun fact that I learned about that.
Like, that's gotta be like a weird job. That's like hey, one of the tracks is malfunctioning. I'm gonna need you to scuba dive out there without being seen. Weld it back up in pitch black ink, and work your way back by feel.
Hold on. Shit. Shit, the car's coming. Where do I go? Where do I go?
Oh God, all my suit's black. They won't ever notice me.
Why is everything... Why am I wearing black?
Why did I choose this job?
Oh, but it's only like 3 feet deep. Like the water. Like that's as deep as it goes. So like you can literally just stand up. You don't got to scuba dive.
Well, that's so you don't get noticed.
Like you actually have to like crawl in scuba gear.
Or else you'll break the pirate illusion you're on or something.
Oh, what we got here? The animatronic fire-breathing dragon used to cook the ducks on the water, so they added a... Got something to get the ducks away. That's so funny. Like there was like a fire-breathing dragon thing that was just cooking ducks.
It's just like, oh, the track's coming around. The ducks are like, what's going on over here?
I think the smellerizer's messing up. I'm smelling roast duck.
Hey, there comes the duck. Oh, floating at us.
Oh, dinner served.
Like burnt feathers, though. Don't like that.
Good times.
Duck. Fresh roast duck.
Oh, that smellerizer.
I don't think does Disney own the rights to Donald Duck? Oh.
Yes, they do.
Well, then they could just say it's natural occurrence. Dragons eat Donald Duck. End of story.
So apparently I'm pretty sure this is the information I wrote down is correct. The canal that I was talking about with all the black water and everything is like twice the size of Manhattan. Like that's how big. That's how much they literally scooped all of that dirt, twice the size of Manhattan, and they just, like I said before, plopped it on top of other Earth to make it taller.
But a reverse soil, so it didn't make it really good soil. It made it like really crappy soil.
Oh yeah, I think that
you couldn't really grow shit in it.
Because they took it. Someone was saying that, but they took it from there and they put it here instantly instead of like holding the topsoil off to the side. And then when the park opened, they were having troubles like growing all the flora and fauna that was going on there. All the trash. It's just clay. I don't know why it's not working, but we got some.
These are some rare flowers and they're dying. They're expensive. What the fuck?
So that whole fucking lagoon, the Seven Seas Lagoon, is what I'm talking about. Apparently, that's the name.
A bunch
of
lakes they made.
Yeah, but yeah, it was all man-made. So like that's fucking crazy. Like because when you look at it, there's a lot of water that surrounds these Disney islands. By the way,
and you're always in your mind to imagine there's gonna be more of the time than not. A gator in there too, because how easy a gator can hide in the inky water.
That's why Keely, when Key Rocks went on vacation.
Why don't they give people gator defensive tools?
Just give them gator defense kits.
Yeah.
Just what would that consist of in your mind? Like what would a gator defense kit consist of? I'm actually seriously curious because, and I'm not trying to mock you because it might in Florida. I think we could make a what?
Grab their muzzle.
So you can hook gators? You know how strong a gator is?
Not that strong.
Yeah, death roll? You ever heard of the death roll?
Well, it depends what kind of size gator. Give me a size.
It's Florida. I don't know Florida-sized gators.
Give me a gator size.
I don't know if we're gonna go Bayou Gator.
Give me just a regular freshwater croc, average adult, maybe 220 pounds.
The kid waded into the water despite the warning signs.
Oh, they do have warning signs.
Yeah, I bet you they do, man. I bet you they have a bunch of signs everywhere. I bet you they even have signs about like not fucking things. Like they're like, please don't hump the statues.
We really.
We're tired of cleaning them. Yeah, but just gotta hold the mouth shut. Just gotta hold the mouth shut. You're right, Landon. All you gotta do is
That's their hurt area, and they can't open their mouth very
My
strong.
gator defense kit would be something like, and this is gonna. I'm glad Peter doesn't watch our shit. Would be like a kitten in a box, and like really thick like metal like leggings.
That ain't gonna help you.
Shut up, because I'm gonna toss the kitty and start wadding away.
Wadding away.
Because they're heavy.
Waddle through the heavy water.
They're
with
heavy.
Legs.
They're heavy. I'm out of the water. They're heavy. Because I got out. I waddled out. They're heavy, though. But the kitty would definitely, like... Oh, and I don't know if I'll use a kitty. Maybe...
Something a little more lively.
Like, something bigger, I think, would be... But you need something that you could throw, though. So, like, that's what I was thinking, kitty. This is not going anywhere. And I'm done talking about kitties getting thrown. That's awful. What's this? No dry humping the Disney princesses. That's what it says. Please don't hump the attractions. Hope.
It's not very princess.
Oh, speaking of not very princess-like, I got a little something that I made this week, and I hope you enjoy it.
Get the gang together and get ready for the horde. Zombie Army 4 is the fourth in a long line of games. Funny how I have not heard of the other three. This game consists of 3 different modes: campaign, horde, and weekly events. Weekly events being like spicing up your campaign a little bit with a little special rules. All with the ability to play with up to 4 players. The amount of levels is almost staggering, with a ton to download to keep up the fun running. There is a vast amount of characters and guns, and not to mention all the purchasable content. And there is a ton of downloadable content for this game. In this game, I bet you wouldn't have guessed it, you kill zombies. Working with a team and remembering to shoot for the head and stomp out the bodies will go a long way. With creative traps and unlockable perks, the gameplay comes alive, but it's not the only thing to focus on. There's searching for chests for unlockables and upgrades. It also gives us this sweet shot cam for you and your party. Headshot! Chapters are a little long, but reaching the safe room breaks up the chapters into 4 parts, where you get to upgrade your builds and just unwind after a long day of zombie killing. The game tracks your progress through your misadventures with a leveling system, breaking down all the things you do in your travels, from melee kills to keeping yourself from going down in a chapter. These things build your character's resistance and strengthen certain abilities. Even if you don't make it in your travels, there's always room in the horde. Just hope your friends understand. At least your old ones. Zombie Army 4, despite its predecessors, seems to be a gripping title. This game is a mashup of so many different games, like Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty Zombies. This is definitely worth playing if you love other zombie games. With a system that tracks and rewards you, game is inviting to come back to, even if I don't acknowledge the other 3. For Zombie Army 4 and more, visit us at twitch.tv/shopsclosed.
Hey, that was that. We also have a little thing that we'd like to do in the middle of all of our shows for our friends at Strange Famous for letting us use their stuff. Give us a few minutes and watch this, please.
Everybody in the building, I need y'all to raise this motherfucking roof. It's that time.
Song in the air, Western singer care when singer can be among songs.
Ma, look what I did, Ma. Look what I did to my hands, I broke them. You gave me the stone, gave me the chisel, didn't say how to hold them.
even shrug my shoulders. Playing dumb, making it fun, the game's already won. I'm just trying to hold on to what's left before it's done. I've got no guard to take it out on. I'm out on my own, no watch your cell phone. My hoodie's Rico weed smoke.
Immersed in the earth, buried and forgot. Belly up, rotten toes first. And for the record these days, I don't fancy death. My last breath will be a battle cry, no less.
The day I found out that Mark tried to kill himself was a real tough day for me. Mark and I really close.
The clock is still ticking for the victim of the future. You wait until they look like you to ever choose, but
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
damn,
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
that's the industry.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Slow songs trying to hold on. Wicked and weird, I'm a rat fish trying to practice doing backflips on your mattress. Hole in the muffler, ghost on the shoulder. Cough drops, loose change in the beverage holder. To roll down the window, you gotta use a wrench. Been thinking about brushing up on my French. Right there in the glove box, if you should look, you'll find 40 parking tickets and a copy of the good book.
They won't be able to see us with the lights out. Come on. There's nothing left to do. Baby, what's wrong with you? All you gotta do is want a little bit more. Girl, just shut the door. There's nothing left to do. Baby, what's wrong with you? All we gotta do is find a place on the floor.
Everybody in the building, I need y'all to raise this motherfucking roof. It's that time.
So yeah, check out strangefamous.com, strangefamousrecords.com. I'm glad that I'm representing them well, right? I also want to give a shout out to TAVOUR. I'm not gonna do. Should I?
Should you?
I did it in the pre-show. I feel like I shouldn't do it twice in a sitting. We got enough content now where I don't have to really do it, but I guess I'll do. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm just gonna do this. So yeah. TAVOUR is a service that we are
Providing you fine viewers and things.
Thank you. And all you gotta do is use the promo code ShopsClosed to get $10 back after spending $25. It is craft beer that is sent straight to your door, and this is craft beer from all over the country. So it's not just stuff that you get in your own backyard. It is unique. They're unique flavors. It's not Coors Light. It's not Miller Lite. It's not.
You go to the store for.
It's not a domestic. It's something that you are getting. It's a special gift to yourself or someone that you care about, or don't care about. I don't know why. I'm not gonna tell you how to give gifts. But yeah, like you. All you gotta do is go ahead and download the app on the Apple Store or the Android Market. I don't know what they're called anymore. I'm not up with the times.
Get your apps.
In your local app store. Go ahead and look up TAVOUR. That's TAVOUR. TAVOUR.
Get your drink on.
Get your drink on. That's it.
That was a little bit easier.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt good to say it. I'm gonna talk about the elephant in the room, which is the lack of Brian in this whole month. Brian has been pretty preoccupied in this last month, and I'm hoping to get him back this next week. His contract's up. I think it's coming up again. I have to renew it.
Go out there and renew it.
Well, he's only allowed. I'm only allowed to have him on the show for so many appearances, so that's why he doesn't show up a lot of the times. That's in his contract. He's like, I'm only allowed on the show for 10, 20 episodes a season, and my seasons are never ending. We have a never ending season.
We're still on the first season.
We're on season 5 now. But now season 5 is the never ending season, guys. I don't plan on taking a month off or anything like that.
It's episode 375 out of X.
So remember, every Monday, it's not just this Monday and the Monday before. It's every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We do this show. We have a lot of fun topics that we're going to be hitting up. We got 2 for this next thing. I'm super excited for. This topic today, Disney World. I still have a little bit of information I want to throw out for it, but I also want to take some time to try to find some more topics for next month. Can only afford the kids to throw rocks so often. That's right. Well, and I can only have people in the studio so often. Like when we look slim. Yeah, like I'm afraid, Keyrox, that Wolfman has not been 100% with you. I've been giving him $5,000 every time he's here. So if he ever asks you for money,
He's lying.
you know the deal now. Anyways, just get people in trouble.
Not for nighttime cereal, that's for sure.
Oh. That's also why I'm on my second bankruptcy. So I know who's buying dinner. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we have food throughout time. Was one of them, right? And then cryptocurrency. Crypto. And I think it was food throughout time. I think that's what Landon's other one was. That'd be a fun one. I love food.
Food is good.
I love food.
But old food probably.
I bet you actually isn't that bad.
I think like when
I bet you actually that would be a real fun one. I hope Brian's back
here's
for that
the
one.
era I don't want to eat food from. When they first invented canning.
Canning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because most times you get lead in your food.
And you didn't. Yeah, more than just lead. The canning they didn't like have special things that like separated the bad stuff from the good stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, I know who's buying dinner.
Canned food.
Okay. But anyone out there, if you have any other topics, give us some more topics so we have some. We need 2 more for next month. I know Landon and Keely feel like you gotta hold back. I don't know if you do. I think that you should let those fly.
Let them loose.
Let them loose. I don't want to come up with Eddie. I like the idea that it's not like this particular topic today taught me a lot about myself. Is that I can gather a lot of information in a small period of time, and I learned something today. Disney World was supposed to be a utopia, a gated community for the future, and it turned into a giant theme park that became its own state.
So, yeah. Change the world to at least make the kids smile. But for a price.
I actually lost the list of things. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, it was actually, it wasn't a loss.
Ooh, last meal? Last meals? You want to talk about last meals right now? Because I think that would be a very short episode if we were just talking about last.
Yeah, unless we made our last
I'm
meals.
making my last meal right now. Ooh. That is a good one, though. It is, like, we could talk about, like, the traditional last meals, like, what people normally would get, what things, like, what different cultures would offer for last meals, because it's different.
I think things have been limited. I think, like, throughout the years, it's been, like, redensed on what you can actually do, what's in the limits of it.
I'm going to write it down.
It's a good one.
And it'll just all turn into a Bible talk about the Last Supper. No? Times people predicted. We already did something where we did the time prediction for futures. We didn't think. We talked about future disasters, but we didn't talk about like a utopia. Which actually is the funny thing is that Disney World is the architect for a lot of these people who are thinking of these futuristic stuff. It's kind of crazy. They had like that big dome that you're seeing is called what would they call that one? Space. What was it?
Super decahedron.
Oh my God! It's something you're not helping.
It's something smart science. I can't remember those words.
I didn't write. It was like they made it something. It was like Space Mountain or something like that. It was
Splash Mountain.
Oh my God, not Splash Mountain. Bush to no bush and back. What? Oh, evolution of porn. Oh, we get in so much trouble getting that one. I'm really happy that
I've been actually talking to Mike about it subtly for the last month.
What, the evolution of porn?
No, just a really classic one. Just one really ancient VHS copy of porn, that really relic-y stuff. The Super Hornio Bros.
Dude, you've been talking about like
It's
that.
a relic, by the way.
You've been talking about your like my fans or what is that site that you keep on doing and you're jacking it on the camera.
Hey, that's my
And
business.
that's
my home business.
when you started talking about like how you're talking about classic porn. I'm like, dude, you can't call yourself a classic.
I got the mustache.
I got the mustache.
I can do it. That's all you need, kid, and a good fluff.
I'll tell you what's real awkward. That pause. So, Disney World is supposed to be like this crazy, like the what was that? Epcot Center. Epcot Center was supposed to be like this big future where they brought all the cultures in together in one spot, and like you were supposed to like visit Venice in one spot, to Rome in another, like
Japan.
or Japan, like Thailand. They actually, the coolest thing I've seen in all the designs was like this Thailand themed hotel that they were gonna make, and I'm telling you, man, I would have totally gone just to see it. I would almost go because I've seen some of the recreations of like Norway's, like they have like a whole Norway as a country pays for a part of Disney World to be representative of their country. That's nuts. And there's others, man. There's tons of other ones. And they put everything from like religious iconic buildings to like the decor to the music to the food. That's why Pinocchio apparently is in the German thing. Who would have thought Pinocchio is a German tale?
The dude's name's Geppetto.
Yeah, no.
That's not very American, is it?
They got good beer there? I bet you they do. I bet you they have amazing beer.
Expensively amazing.
I bet you it is really expensive, but I bet you it's really good. Almost as good as TAVOUR, but not as good, you know. Norway of Epcot. Yeah, like I would love to see just the architect, like the way that because it is a giant place of imagination, man. Like they quite literally made animatronics to try to simulate these other like weird things that
like
you just
an
would.
Army of them.
Because it wasn't just like the presidents that they did. It wasn't just, which is creepy, by the way. Animatronic presidents is creepy. Yeah. Not just pirates, which that's the last thing. One of the last things I really want to talk about is the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Because there's apparently a ton of speculation on that. Like they just have them everywhere. Like I feel like that's like what.
Well, it's like
I don't know. I'm
you
confused.
Can't pay a person to keep waving his arms around for like 15 hours straight all day with a
Dude,
smile.
you
on
could
his
pay me if you paid me enough.
Your arm will get tired.
Of
They'll
course
start
it'd get tired.
whipping you. You'll get fired. I've seen it before.
It's only happened twice. You only had to cover for me twice. But Pirates of the Caribbean is kind of crazy just because like they apparently when the attraction came out first, the bone like skeletons
Were
like
real
were real skeletons. That's a true fucking thing.
That's because nobody would believe it if it wasn't real skeletons. People will
No.
see it and be like, "That's a fake skeleton."
Oh, because they didn't have good fake skeletons until like fucking 30 years, I guess, after. And apparently they still have a few that are still original skeletons in there, which
Hey, if you bought them legally, you can own a skeleton. It's not against the law. Go check your laws.
stop. That's also another thing in the haunted. I was going to talk about the haunted mansion thing too, but hold on. They also have like made up ghost stories on a few things, which is kind of funny. And what it was they would literally pay these video producers to put in ghosts into these videos to
like
make
little
the ride.
shadows that make things move
No,
around?
like they would like they would take a guy in a white suit, and they would like just have him film him, and then they would splice him into the film to make him like flash kind of into there or look like he was there. Like they edited it, and they have like people who admitted to doing this, and they did all this to try to pump up. I believe it was the Haunted Mansion was a big thing.
Okay.
Like it's one of the attractions there, which is what Landon's talking about. Is that they actually had They have a problem with people. You can actually get banned for life from Disney World if you dump anyone's ashes in the rides, which is weird that people want to do that.
Yeah, why would you want to pour somebody into a roller coaster ride?
He was a really big fan of roller coasters.
He always wanted to be continuously run over by rolling carts of children happily riding over him, not knowing that
And they
he's
were
down
really
there
happy
getting
about
run
it.
over. He loved it.
He loved it. But like the weirdest thing about Disney World is the fact that they have a thing called the Ready Creek Improvement District, which is a company that is run by a board of I think it's 6 people. I'm not sure. It could be 5.
It's a gang of lawyers.
But it's 5 people who are voted in representing the districts that they. It's like think
I'm
of.
from Futureland. I
No.
demand we get more popcorn.
No, not like that. Yes, no. I'm from the Princess Land and I demand more peppermint. More peppermint. No. Think of a state legislator though, legislation, like you vote in a representative from your district to go and represent us in Congress or however the hell that works.
Trying to get more money from government.
But no. What it is like these 5 or 6 people determine what gets done with tax money. It's really weird because like Disney is like a shell company of Disney. So like they pretty much tax Disney so Disney doesn't tax up the whole state of Florida. And then they take that money and they put it into the land that Disney's on, but they choose what happens to that money. Like the state and the federal government don't have any real say.
So it could cycle. Like essentially, they're like saying, "Hey, government, I'm not paying you, but I'll make sure my shit stays good."
Well, they still pay the government, I'm pretty sure.
But not
But
as
they
much
but
as
they
they
have
could.
they have like an incredible more amount of power than almost anything else. In fact, it was like more. It's from a contract that Walt Disney made up in like 55, before 55. It was trying to ensure that he could make his utopia gated community of the future, and no one could tell him that he couldn't spend his money on certain things. That's what it was for originally. Okay. And like it's taken to the point now where it's like, well, yeah, it is saving the people of Florida on tax money, but like it's kind of weird that Disney gets its own board, like its own like government almost. I guess when you have like 7 international parks and billions of dollars and
when you employ a whole state to work,
and
all
you
at
have
once.
everything that's ever, hey Disney, I'd like to be a cast member or a crew member. Cast member? Is that what it is? And I will pick up poopies, but you have to pay me.
Hey.
And tell people that I'm a cast member of a Disney production.
I can juggle.
I can't.
Guess what? I'll teach you.
I don't want to learn.
charge.
I don't bring any boys in my yard, boy.
I am for
Don't
juggling.
you
I'll teach you how to juggle balls. Teach you how to juggle sticks. Maybe even some
I'm gonna go back to something that Keely said earlier. I'm not juggling your balls.
No siree.
Speaking of the weirdest thing and balls,
And balls.
I think it's Tiny World. Is that what it's called? Small World.
Yeah, Small World.
Yeah, which
It's Small World.
which
after
apparently
all.
is on record to be the song that is played the most ever, because it's all on loop. It's just a loop of the same song,
I'm surprised it
and it never
doesn't
stops.
corrupt over time. Like my MP3 player after like 5 years would start corrupting. How do they get a version?
They just
It
keep
never
they record it
degrades.
again. They have 70 million copies, and they just flip them out. This one it
It's all
emphasizes.
on vinyl, son.
It's all
Let
on
me flip that track. Remix.
Then you go Miley Cyrus, I go Wrecking Bomb. Cast member. Coming like a wrecking ball. That's right. Someone get. I'm a Miley Cyrus that shit. I'm actually Miley Cyrus. Didn't she play at Summerfest too earlier this week? Earlier this month? You do
She's
track
not
your
the-
side. You're a Cyrus freak.
She has been staying out of the news-ish.
Sweet jumping Jesus. Oh my goodness. So, I think we need one more topic, I believe. We got cryptocurrency, we got food throughout time, we got last meals. 2 of them are food related. Let's try to stay away from food.
Or we can bring in a lot of food.
All right. You got enough of those, class?
Deep fried Twinkies.
Deep fried Schwinkies.
Deep fried Snickers.
Snickers on the dickers.
Deep fried ice cream. We could just do deep fried night.
It's deep fried day.
Today on Shops Closed, what can't deep fry? Let's find out. What can't we deep fry? The deep fryer itself? We'll just get a bigger deep fryer. Boom!
I have 5 deep fryers that'll prove you wrong.
Got me a deep fried corn dog and a deep fryer and a deep fryer. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the porn thing. I know you want to do the porn thing, Keely, but we can't. Keely, that's a very hard topic to try to touch.
Ron Jeremy, back in the good days.
But it
all.
really wouldn't be. I could talk about Wonderland. That was actually a cool little story that came out about John Holmes, I think it was his name. One of the first porn actors, male porn actors. Lost treasure. Well, if it's lost, how do we know?
Wouldn't it be found treasures?
But I don't know. Could have been like lost technologies. We could find anything like that. Ron Jeremy and Debbie does Dallas. Oh man, Debbie does Dallas. Debbie does everyone. That's the problem with Debbie.
Because like Mike, it'd be like, okay, let's show a clip of this movie. Black screen. We couldn't show that. Sorry.
Okay, we'll do porn. I definitely think that we get Brian back
okay,
from.
we'll just cut the film in a way to where it just shows their faces. Everything else black.
No. Oh man, we are down to the last fucking 6 minutes of our show, folks. Yes. Now she's not doing that because of the end of the show. It's just because we chose her topic. I promise. Unless it is, and then I don't know why you're still watching.
Thank
Weirdo.
you.
Yeah, thanks. Fun fucking topic today, man. Like Disney World. Again, I'm really happy that we actually got this topic because I learned something today that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. Kind of cool.
Wait, isn't there that other place that's next to like that place that has the Hogwarts thing too?
Universal Studios.
Yeah. Are they like
They're
twins?
both in Florida. Yeah.
They're like twins.
It's like kind of like competing.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. We could have talked about that, but I'm not going to. Actually, that is actually Universal Studios actually knew quite a bit about and was a place that I wanted to go over Disney World. Like I would have rather gone to Universal Studios than Disney World.
Because they had all the good
Hands
movies.
down. No, because Universal Studios had like the Nickelodeon thing, and that's how I figured if I was a child and I was just I think that I could have got spotted there. I would have got picked up by
You would have got grabbed.
like some
second.
little guy who just thinks that my fucking pudgy little puddum is so hot to trot. He would have put me in his van because I would have got that candy. I would have went for the candy.
And you know they got the best candy in Florida. Like
And my mom was really smart because she gave me a safe word when I was a kid. But the problem was that it was food related, and it was just like, hey, you want food? That was the safe word, and I was like, that's more than one word, Mom. And she's like, yeah, but who's gonna ask you that?
And I just focused anything with food, I guess.
Anything with food, I think it'll work. It's left abandoned and overgrown now, isn't it? Though? Yes, that's true. Universal Studios is now not a thing. Well, I think it is, but I think it's made into something else.
Hey, Mike, I got an idea. Me, you, and a couple of our friends go down there, fix it up.
Fix it up.
Eh.
But I guess that's going to be the end of our show, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching. Remember to follow and subscribe on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us around town.
Because we know where all the good
We're also on Twitter. That's what that little Twitter thing is right down here.
That's the pigeon.
Yeah, that little pigeon thing. That's around.
I don't know. If
I don't tweet that much, but if I start getting people putting up stuff, I might actually end up tweeting a little bit more, like putting some topics for shows on there and stuff like that. We might be doing that. Anyways, But I guess until next time.
We about to DIYMFS, do it. DIYMFS, do it. DIYMFS, do it. Do it your motherfucking self. Yo, Sage, you on cue?
Yeah, I'm on cue. B, you on cue?
Sure, I'm on cue. Yo, Sage, you on cue?
I'm always on cue.
Watch it.
Tell these people what you got to do.
Got to wake up early on you motherfuckers. Snatch the prize out the cereal box. You got hustle. Congrats. Everybody yelling facts, but they ain't the same facts, which kind of negates that. Ain't trusted. We pace campaign can't fade us. The bricks and the walls you hit will still claim us. Strange famous. Say it till the paint's buffed and the frame runs. Doesn't matter what you made of. Take stuff, don't do cassette. CD burning on the turn.
That actually was a fun show, and like now we got some pretty fun ideas for the next month.
I'm kind of worried, but you know.
I was I worried?
At the
Did I say that to you?
Yeah, you said it out loud.
Like 5 times?
I'm kind of worried about this. Oh.
I was actually kind of pumped about it. I remember saying that to you, and I picked you up. I was like, I'm kind of pumped because I actually did quite a bit of research on it.
After you got the research, you're like, okay, it's not that scary of a place.
Well, I was
but
just worried.
It is a freaking huge place.
I was just worried that I wouldn't have enough to talk about Disney World. Like, because I don't have any. Like I said, still don't really have an urge to be like, I want to go to Disney World.
Disney World is in Florida, where the word Florida man is a noun.
Florida man walks down the one.
Local Florida man wrestles an alligator for the 3rd time. Gets arrested.
Gets away with it.
You looking at my woman. I reckon I had to fight him.
And I reckon I had the right to do what I did.
It's my honor.
That's right. That's right.
Not wrong with little gator wrestling.
Oh.
He only had a slight concussion.
I'm going to actually play this real quick, and then we're going to keep on talking after this post show. So take a peek at this.
You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows.
Welcome to The Darkest Dungeon, a maddening RPG that is relentless and curiously fun. So, what Grandpa was trying to say before swallowing a gun is that you have a family estate. Welcome to the small town of Hamlet where your family estate resides. Here you can hire travelers of light and the occult to help dive deeper into the history of the madness that is your lineage. Also using the town services to keep them all from going mad and well equipped. You decide who will be on your team. There are many setups with perks and disadvantages for all of them. Deciding a dungeon is done by checking the loot you will get from completing it. If the danger level is too high, your team will even tell you. The actual game is a turn-based combat system where the order of your team affects who or what they can affect. With an easy navigation system of always going to the right, game navigation is super simple, but dealing with the horrible things in the dungeon can make people go mad. I can see why your grandpa was so crazy. Oh. Too soon? You also have to deal with bad habits of your team, like this dude stealing the loot for himself. But you also have to keep in mind there are traps all around, but this is a well-deserved trap right here. Ooh. And that's what you get for stealing. At the end of each dungeon, your character will gain both positive and negative perks. Could be from they get squeamish around blood to they're unable to use or do a certain service or ability. It can be frustrating to say the least. I'm starting to see what your grandpa was getting at. Okay, that was the last one, I promise. The range of characters brings a ton of diversity to what you can do to make a party. Each class has a set skill tree and equipment they can craft and use, but each hire is slightly different from each other, making the game a little different and a little random with every play. But with every step further into madness, you grow attached to some of these characters, because you can lose them to disease or death very easily, so it is very easy to get discouraged. This is a long and complicated game, but in the end, a very rewarding and fun one. If you like a challenge and love RPG turn-based games that This one blows the competition out of the water. Okay, that was the last one. For more Darkest Dungeon, gameplay, and more, follow us at twitch.tv/shopsclosed. Yeah!
Alright.
I just like doing those. I have those all over our Facebook, too, so you should check that shit out and like it. Like it on Facebook! Like my thing on Facebook, it's okay. Hey, this is alright. You know, I wish you could have done more than 3 minutes. And I'd be like, it's a 3-minute review, dummy. That's why. And they'll be like, hey, but why did you go over 3 minutes? I mean, you can totally talk more like 5 minutes, maybe 6. And I'll be like, dummy.
So dumb.
It's just down to 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute video.
Quick review. Quick.
Stop it. Stop trying to judge me for wanting to do 3 minutes instead of 5. I'm fucking tired of it.
Too long. Got 30 seconds.
I'm fucking tired of it.
30-second review.
Yeah, this is how we lose all of our viewers. They talk like this for the rest of the show. Boat show. Oh, man. Cryptocurrency, food throughout time, and last meals. Porn. Sounds like they could all be put into one thing.
History of porn or just porn?
I'm just going to say it's porn.
Well, we can rule 34 it up, I guess.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Everybody knows good old rule 34.
Is it like the one that you can go back and change time? No. Oh. I don't know.
Anything to be sexy.
Then I don't know. Oh.
Anything.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. I really hope that we get Brian back next week, man, because like the whole month of September has been just, well, not just you and me, because we had Josh, we had Wolfman on.
Yeah, we got people coming in every now and then.
But like it's good. It's good. It's gonna be good to have him back if he comes back. If he comes back, he might have a better deal if you know what I mean.
Maybe if you like set up like a little trap, like got him some nice beers from TAVOUR and just set him up.
He just
cage under it.
He just drinks them. Like I gave him like the 4 beers.
Yeah, but you gotta put him here and be like, take a picture and be like, these are for you, and don't show him the cage above.
He doesn't have to
the
be
beer.
here. He doesn't have to be here for the show. I just.
If you want him to always be here,
He won't. He's like 2 hours away.
You could have him be here 24/7.
Oh my god. He would miss his family so much.
We could get them to.
I don't think so.
Package deal.
No, I don't think so. I
Same-
think that's the
same
reason
price.
why he moved is because they
Same
were.
day shipping. Nope, no extra charges.
Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of our show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm going to end it with this, though, real quick. Remember, we are live every frickin' Monday. Every Monday. That's every Monday of every Monday of every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We go live. So write it down, follow us, or just do one of those things, right? Just join us next week. Anyways, thanks so much for joining us, and I hope that you have a wonderful whatever it is.
Morning, night, day, afternoon.
Yeah, for the people who are watching, have a wonderful night. For the people not watching, have a wonderful whenever it is. And I'll talk to you later. Trust me, I got you. I got a reminder to message you this week.